Annex A.5.11, return of assets, right? Let's start somewhere slightly awkward. Somebody left your company 6 months ago. Think of a name? Got one? Good. Now answer me this. Where is their laptop? You don't know? You think it's in a drawer? Someone said Dave took it. Dave doesn't remember taking it. Dave doesn't remember most things. Because Dave is your head of engineering, your office manager, your onboarding process, and apparently your asset register. Dave is 12 people in a 12-person company. That's the whole thing. Annex A.5.11 says personnel and other interested parties shall return all of the organization's assets in their possession upon change or termination of employment, contract or agreement. Note the wording there. Change or termination, not just leaving, change. Somebody moves from support into sales, they should hand back the support tooling and the admin console they no longer need. Most companies skip that half entirely. They treat offboarding as a funeral and internal moves as a promotion, and the promotion quietly doubles the person's access forever. And note other interested parties, that's contractors, freelancers, that agency you used for 3 months. Your brother-in-law who built the first version of the website, they all count. Now, is this new in the 2022 version? No, this one's an old friend. It existed in the 2013 standard as well. Roughly the same idea, in the Human Resources section. 2022 rewrite merged and renumbered a lot of things, but return of assets survived largely intact. So if you skipped it, you didn't skip it because it was new. You skipped it because it's boring, which is worse. So let's define assets, because founders hear that word and picture a laptop. Cute. Yes, the laptop, also the phone, also the hardware token or the security key on their keyring, also the building access card, also the alarm code, which is not a thing you take back, it's a thing you change, and nobody changes it. Also the paper, printed contracts, printed customer lists, that notebook they took to every client meeting, also the software, which is the one that actually hurts. Because here's the bit that turns a tidy administrative control into a genuine security event. Access to accounts is an asset, their login to the customer relationship management system, their sign-in to the cloud console. Personal access token sitting in a script somewhere. The shared password for the payments dashboard that 4 people know and nobody has changed since 2023. You can get the laptop back and still be wide open. The laptop is the visible bit. The visible bit is never the dangerous bit. Let's run our example properly. 12-person software company sells scheduling software. 9 employees, 2 contractors, 1 founder who wandered off to do something with crypto. Call them Sam. Sam leaves. Sam is a founder, so nobody sends Sam an offboarding checklist. Because you don't offboard a founder, you hug them and cry a bit, and put a nice message in the group chat. Sam keeps the laptop because it feels rude to ask. Sam still has the export they made of the customer database, the one they pulled for a board deck 18 months ago, sitting in a personal cloud drive. Sam's account in the admin console is still active, because deleting a founder's account felt final. 9 months later, Sam launches a competing product. Now, I'm not going to tell you a courtroom story I don't have. What I will tell you is this. In that scenario, you have no technical control, no evidence, and no leg to stand on. You didn't get robbed, you held the door. Failure mode 2. The contractor. Your front-end contractor finished in March. Their laptop was actually yours, bought in a panic during a hiring push. Nobody chased it, because chasing it means an uncomfortable message, and everybody in a small company would rather have a data breach than an uncomfortable message. That laptop still has a saved session, a checked-out copy of your source code, and probably your production database credentials in an environment file, because we all know what's in an environment file. Failure mode 3. And this is the quiet one. Accounts still live months later. Not because anyone's malicious, because the subscription renewed automatically and nobody wanted to break the integration. So you're paying for a seat for a person who does not work for you, whose password is in a browser they no longer use, on a machine you can't see. You are literally paying a monthly fee to keep a hole open. Adorable. So what does right size look like for 12 people? Not a procurement suite. Not an asset management platform with a quarterly license. Please. You need a list. One spreadsheet or one page in whatever wiki you already have. Who has what? Serial numbers for the hardware. Because a MacBook is not an identifier, which accounts each person holds. Who signed for it and when. Then you need one checklist that runs on the day somebody leaves or changes role. Hardware back physically in your hands and a note of who received it, access card back, token back, or deregistered. Shared credentials rotated, and I mean rotated the same day, not added to the backlog. Accounts disabled first, then deleted or transferred once you're sure nothing breaks. Company data on personal devices removed, which is a conversation you should have had on day one, not day last. And put the return obligation in the contract, in writing, at the start. Not because a clause magically retrieves a laptop from a flat in Manchester. It doesn't. It makes the ask normal instead of accusatory. And normal is what gets things back. This control does not live alone. It sits right next to Annex A.5.11 access rights, which covers provisioning and removing access. If 5.18 is the tap, 5.11 is the plug hole. Do one without the other and you just fill the bath. It also leans on Annex A Control 5.9, inventory of information and other associated assets, because you cannot get back what you never listed. And it talks to Annex A Control 6.5, responsibilities after termination or change of employment, and Annex A Control 7.9, security of assets off premises, which is where the laptop actually spends its life. 4 controls, 1 spreadsheet and 1 checklist covers most of all 4. That's the best ratio you'll get in this entire standard, so take it. Here's your dare right now, before you carry on with your day. Name the last 3 people who left your company. Employees, contractors, whoever. 3 names. For each one, answer 3 questions out loud. Where is their hardware physically today? Is their account disabled or just quietly still there? Did anyone rotate the shared passwords they knew? If you can answer all 9 without opening a laptop, brilliant. You're better than most. If you can't, you've just found your first nonconformity, and you found it yourself in about 90 seconds without paying anybody. That's the cheapest audit you'll ever run. Now go and get the laptop back. Dave isn't going to do it.